TR here. Yeah, we lost another one. Rick Derringer. It's sad. But after 40 years as an intensive care nurse, I can tell you, you're going to die. I'm going to die. We're all going to die. But it is sad and it's unfortunate. Anyways, why am I here? Well, I am here because I've tried something new. I had somebody tell me I'm on one of my recordings that I could get a better Van Halen sound if I used the Brown sound on this amp. I said, that's great. The only problem is I'm not using this amp. I was using my Boss GT1 modeling processor. This amp just happens to be sitting next to me. I wasn't using it. Can use it. It's got an emulated line out. I usually use the processor. I decided I wanted to use this little guy. See, the lights are on? Why did I want to use this? You have to let me know how it sounds. I have, for recording direct into my DAW, Focusrite Scarlett Solo Generation 4. And it came with some free software from a company called Softube. It was a Marshall Silver Jubilee amplifier. And it sounds awesome. And apparently it truly was free because they sell the plugin for like $100. It goes on sale for like 25 sometimes, but still, it costs money normally. So it came with it. I use it. I like it. Sounds like a Marshall to me. Well, I have this little puppy here for when I want to play low volume. It's 1 watt. It's a Marshall DSL, and it can do 1/10 of a watt, which I've got it at now. And it's got an emulated line out, which I thought, yeah, fine, whatever. It probably doesn't sound that bad, but probably isn't that good either. Turns out it's a Softube IR. So the same as what's on my DAW, and I love that one. So I decided to give it a try, and I don't know, you guys help me out. How does it sound? Sounds good in the room. We're going to hear how the emulated line comes out on there. Anyhow, I happened to mention to Brian on Searching for Tone all the work I had to go through to get this to sound as good as my Boss Katana. And it's true. It is honest to goodness true. I got out my Boss OS2. It's an overdrive / distortion pedal. And I have it on the overdrive mode because I have the dirty channel on the Marshall with a little bit of gain turned up on it. And if you turn an overdrive pedal on at a modest setting, like almost no distortion at all, but you just turn the pedal on, it brightens up the sound. So listen to the difference here. Here it is without it. When I kick the pedal in, it just gives it a little sparkle. You hear that? That sounds pretty cool, I think. What else have I got? I've got a delay pedal here. Inexpensive delay. It's an Arian digital delay. Plastic box and everything. Sounds great and probably 30 years old. And I say inexpensive because it was $24 when I bought it. They go for like $100 online now because for some reason there's some great collector's item. It's a Japanese company. I've got one of the ones where they started making them in Sri Lanka. If you get one of the ones that's actually made in Japan, it's worth probably $300 or $400. Whatever. I'm using a noise suppressor because this is noisy without it. Here, I'll show you. Hear that? Yeah. So 1, 2, let's call that 50 just to be fair. $250 worth of pedals into a $350 little amp. So there's what, like, you know, pushing $600 now to get the sound that I'm getting out of the Skatana that I paid like $250 for back when I bought it. Or the GT1 modeling processor that was $200 when I bought it. I don't know. But I thought this would be fun. So I am using the amp you're seeing here. As I said, sounds great in the room. Another thing, current affairs. Average Joe got a Firefly Mad Cat. And you can see I'm playing my Firefly. That turned into 2 more Fireflies. And I'm sorry, Ed Dana, because I know you do not like these cheap Chinese-made guitars. I have another Firefly on the way, because the fact of the matter is, these things play. They're built well. The pickups used to be horrible. They're not anymore. They fixed that. They have the stainless steel frets. The ends are smooth. I've had to do nothing fretwork wise on them. And they look cool. And my cat is here to help. Yes, I did not request assistance. So anyways, what Firefly do I have on the way? Well, that's a surprise. You're going to have to see when I get it. It's supposed to be here Thursday. I'm not big on the unboxings. You might notice I don't do unboxings. Maybe I'll do one then, maybe I won't. I don't know. But definitely I'll show it to you, and you get to hear it. And the question is, are you going to hear it through this rig, or are you going to hear it through what I normally play for? You'll have to let me know. Cat didn't like that. I do have a live speaker in the room. I have a 112 Marshall cabinet in here hooked up to this. You guys have a good day.